Hello everybody, Sergeant Soldier here, and we're back with another Building Rust. And today we are revisiting the 1x1 star, and we're going to be adding to it and making it into the Shuriken, which is the second most popular base, simply because, oh hi horse, simply because you could build off of it from your starter shack. Pretty simple, right? This is more than likely what most people are going to do if they build the 1x1 star. They're going to turn it into a Shuriken because it's essentially just making more honeycombing, and it makes your stuff more safe. This is probably going to be, for those of you starting out in a server or those of you starting out in a game, the Shuriken is going to be the base you're going to use until you're ready to move into your big boy base, which we'll discuss that further on in different episodes. So starting off with the Shuriken, we have this base, right? We did this the last episode. This is it. You have all your stuff in there. It's all nice and safe and secure. Now we're going to upgrade. To do your upgrades, basically all you have to do is take a square foundation and place it on either side of the triangle. And then from the square, place another triangle foundation on the other side of that. That's it. As you can see here, I decided to go from the left side. As long as you go the same direction all the way around, it's going to work out and it's going to look great. And if I fly up above, you're going to see it's going to look just like this. Maybe a little bit lower. There you go. It'll look just like that. That's the Shuriken. This is what you're aiming for. Now, once you get the foundations down, you throw a couple walls in, one doorway, and then you basically have this. Now, the most important thing to remember is, in this building phase, make sure your triangles have all the walls facing in, except for the exterior wall that faces outside. So if I zoom in a little bit here, you can see all the exterior portions of the wall are facing towards the outside of the base. If you have it flipped around, it's basically going to make sure that a raider could blow one wall and then pick into another. So other than that, this part's very, very easy. It's basically just honeycombing. And it's going to add an additional 2 C4 to your base. And for those of you that are on a new server or a fresh wipe, or you're just fresh to begin with, you're a brand new player to either the server or the game, having that additional 2 C4 may or may not determine a small group or a solo raider from actually hitting your base. Last but not least, we have our final product. Now this is what your base is pretty much going to look like. It's going to be a little tanky. It's going to withstand quite a few C4 just to get to the center of it. If you have armored doors instead of these sheet metal doors, it is a 6 C4 raid. However, that being said, this isn't technically the end of this base. You could go to the center here and pick your way through that ceiling because you're going to have to pick through it. It's vanilla, right? Or assuming it's vanilla. And go ahead and throw yourself a floor frame on. Always remember to upgrade it. And then a ladder hatch. By doing this, you're actually giving yourself access to another floor, which may or may not be a good thing depending on your build style. If you want to keep building up and make this an actual large base, you can. It's very, very easy to do so. You just continue going along the outside with more honeycombing, or eventually when you get to that point, high external walls, and you just keep adding, building up higher and higher and higher, and then you keep moving your loot up. Eventually, you're going to get to a point to where you no longer have to use those triangles for honeycombing, and you can actually start putting stuff in those triangles because you've already built out enough that you may or may not be protected enough from rockets. So it all depends on how you build it. This is the second base for our Building Rust series, and it's still entry level. So you could do a million different things with this, and I may or may not, I think I've said may or may not 5 times now. I may do a video of expanding on this just because it's so simple to do that, and this could very easily turn into a large base if you wanted to. I haven't decided yet, but if you guys want to see that, please let me know in the comment section below. Otherwise, Sergeant Solj, and this was our second episode of our new series, Building Rust, and we'll see you in the next Building Rust video. Bye-bye! Thank you so much for watching this episode. If you want to see more great content from Private Astro or myself, please hit that subscribe button and click on any of the videos above. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next Sergeant Solj or Private Astro video. Bye-bye!